Mary.
And Amma.
And we recommend to like,
Subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below, because today we are reviewing Season 9, Episode 1 of Sister Wives, you guys. So it's a new season, and we are about to get started, you all.
So before we start, can I just say, there was a tell-all right after Season 8, and Tamron asked them, since the divorce, Meri and Cody, has there been any change in your marriage? And he was like, nope, there hasn't been any change. And Meri was like, I cannot lie, Cody. I cannot lie. There has been a change. It's gotten better. And Cody was just like, ugh. Probably thinking to himself, all in your head, boo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not addressing the tell-all because there really was nothing else going on. It was a really short tell-all.
Yeah.
You know, that was the only main point or whatever.
But in this episode, he took Meri to dinner.
For Season 9, Episode 1?
Yes.
Oh, so the dinner continued?
Yes. So this is when they just left the lawyer's office. And he takes Meri to dinner, holding her. I don't know where Robin was. They didn't show her. But he takes Meri to dinner and he says he could see that Meri was really struggling with this. Yeah. And he just, wanted to take her out to dinner. And he said to her, I am proud to be married to you. The way you help us to restructure our family, I'm so proud of you. And I'm proud to be your husband. And Meri, let me tell you, she was so happy.
She was like, really? Like, she couldn't believe he was saying all that stuff.
Really, like this child who needs validation from a parent or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was, I don't want to say pathetic, but
pathetic.
I just felt like, Meri. Anyhow, they started talking about, well, what are we going to do when when the divorce is finalized? Because it's not finalized yet. But they were talking with Meri, Cody, and Robin. It was like, what will we do when the divorce is finalized? And Cody says, maybe when we go to have the marriage ceremony between Robin and I and Meri, because we're a team, you could be there. Robin was like, yeah, that would be great. And Meri was just like, I don't think I want to be there.
Yeah, because Robin had said she wanted to call Meri to the backyard because she was with Cody the next day after all this, and they wanted to talk about what were the next steps. And they basically were trying to force her to do it. And Cody was like, come on, we're a team.
Yes.
We're a team.
And she's like, no, I don't want that.
I don't trust myself.
Yeah, because she might be emotional like I was at the attorney's
yesterday.
place. She's like, but, I'll think about it. And they were like, okay. And Robin was like, because I really want the children also, to be there as well. And so, that was it. But anyway, now we see, Janelle still talking about, actually she goes to Meri to ask Meri. Remember last episode she said that she wanted to have a connection with Meri.
Right. So
she went and approached Meri and asked her, she said, I'm extending an olive branch. I know in the past I rejected yours, but I really want it, and I want us to go to Nancy the therapist. And Meri was like, why do you want it now? And she said, well, she wanted a deeper peace. And Meri said, well, if we're going to do it, and I'm going to think about it first, but if we are going to do this, I need a commitment from you that you will be honest, you will see it through, you will keep it real. And Janelle said, yes, she will. And she says, well, I have to think about it because I don't know if I can trust you yet. So, so she's going to think about it. We also saw the divorce finally being finalized. Meri calls Robin first to tell Robin.
Which I thought was odd.
Even Robin thought it was odd. Robin was like, oh no, you should
This is not appropriate, or this is...
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said it wasn't appropriate. You should call Cody first. And then Meri tells Robin, I have been thinking about it. And you're right, I should be there because we are a team. So now they call Cody. And Cody has had a change of heart. It was like, no, this is just going to be a day. I don't even want to remember the dates. And no, Meri, you should not be there. We already were married, Robin. And that's the date that we were married. This is just a formality.
That's That's
a
what you're trying to make it seem
Yeah.
like, so people don't come for him in the comment section.
A paper
But
shuffling. I think he doesn't want to be teamed with Meri. He doesn't want Meri all
It's
of
the
a
backlash
sudden.
in the team with Meri. He does not want to have any association with that woman.
Yeah, he doesn't want her in between their relationship, him and Robin's nice honeymoon.
He doesn't want to
relationship.
make that he doesn't want to make Meri feel like they owe her something for doing this.
Oh yes.
You see what I'm
I
saying?
didn't think about that.
Because if Meri hadn't given him the divorce, he could never be legally married to her unless he
Yes.
decides to divorce her, which he has stated plenty of times. I
Yes.
will never divorce any of my women, but they're free to leave.
Yeah. Yeah, that is so true.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
That's
that
why.
is so true.
Yeah. So
So-
I just thought that whole thing was horrible. Because at first you're like, we're a team, let's do this. And then you thought about it, like, no. And then you go and you reject her. So it's
Yes.
like you built, like, so when she was like, no, I don't want to go, you were fine with that. So you were encouraging her to go. But now she wants to go, no, you can't go.
Yeah.
You see the mental mind F
Yeah.
going on?
Yeah. And now he's like, and then Robin was like, well, I want you to hear me clearly, Cody, you know. I think the children should be there. I think we should make it a family thing. I think Christine and Janelle also should be there. And he's like, no, see, this is going to be like a whole wedding thing. And no, absolutely not. I don't want that. So Meri, they went ahead. 4 weeks passed after the divorce was finalized. And Cody, one day when he was out anyway, and Robin went shopping, he called her and told her to meet him, and they went into his car, and that's when they went. Nobody knew that, they had got married. But you know what I saw? I saw Robin with like a big bag.
A really big bag.
They both had like big bags as they were going in.
Yeah.
And I believe
They changed
into nice wedding outfits.
Yeah.
And see, she likes, and his hair was already pulled back. Because Robin is one of the wives who likes it
the ponytail.
in a ponytail. Yes.
Yeah.
And I believe they went and they changed, took pictures, I'm sure,
Yeah.
and they will remember the dates. I am sure.
Of course, will be between them. Will be another one of the little secrets. Like
Yes.
the wedding dress that she picked was a little secret between them.
Yes.
And then how they were about to have,
And how
when they were pregnant, that was also a little secret between them.
Yes.
So they like to keep their little
Yeah.
secrets.
And he was looking at her, both of them looking smitten with each other.
Just in love,
Just
honey,
in love.
in love.
Just in love, yes. So,
And
yeah,
Meri,
I can see why. And Meri,
you
yeah,
gave
she
up
said,
your mind for some woman you don't even know.
and guess what? It's back to the status quo, how things were. And ain't nothing changed. You talking to Tamara, talking about you got better.
She
All
obviously
in
was
your
just-
head.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so that actually, that was actually it.
Yeah, but I just
For
think
this
the whole
episode.
thing was really a mess. I felt like you
Yeah.
should not have done that to Meri.
Yeah.
If you said, like, if you told her, okay, let's go, then fine, go. All three of you guys go, and nobody knows.
Well, that's what
But
Meri
he would
was
have
saying.
never did that.
Meri was like, they could have been, I could have been there. Janelle and, what did she say? She said Janelle and Christine, they don't need to be there, she was saying to the confessional. Because, I started this. It was me, Robin, and Cody, and we are a team. Christine and Janelle had nothing to do with it. So we are the team. So I don't know what Cody is saying, that he's trying to protect their feeling. We are the team. Meri, you're delusional. Like,
You were
I
the
just want to
pawn
say, wake
for the
up,
king
wake
and the
up.
queen in this whole mess.
I
I'm
know.
sorry. The pawn is the person that they shoot down first
I know.
before the real soldiers come in.
I know, Meri.
It's just so sad.
It is sad.
It's really, really sad. And I just wish, I just would not have done it. I honestly, when I see the kids and they're so happy to be adopted, especially, I don't know, about Aurora,
Only
being-
Aurora was, anyway, we'll
Oh,
get
I
to
don't think
her.
that was that episode. I think it was later on.
Okay.
But I think when I think about the kids wanting to be adopted, it seems like they really want that or whatever, stuff like that. It's not like I don't think the dad is a complete deadbeat from what I've seen in later episodes. But I do understand them wanting to do it for the adoption. But I do believe that there is some stuff behind it where Cody really wants to be married to Robin. Robin really wants to make sure that she is set up for her future for life.
And the
So
chil-
if
and her
he dies,
children.
they're fine. If something happens to her, they can take care of the kids. Like she thinks of
Yes.
every possible scenario
Yes.
to make sure that her kids are secure. That's why she's gone out of her way to make sure that she's made the right decisions and marrying somebody who would take care of her kids and take care of her,
Yes.
and who would go ahead and get legally married, even though she was supposed to be she's the fourth wife. She now has a lot of legal.
Yes, the
thing.
legal power.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like all that, there's some undertone behind it.
Absolutely.
But I do think that it's good that the kids have been adopted. But honestly, they would have been fine.
Yeah.
They would have actually been fine.
And
Dayton's
and you know
almost 18.
something?
And you know the thing is, Dayton, didn't he have filed for his younger siblings to be under him or whatever?
Yeah, he could have done that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like you have 3 more years. You really didn't have to do it,
No,
Mary.
you didn't. I just feel this. Cody, you could have actually just adopted those kids if the husband had given you permission. Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, if the husband has.
But don't we have to be married
No,
first?
I mean, so many times single fathers have adopted children. So I'm just wondering why you actually had to be married. You didn't have to be. You could have tried first, get the okay from the father, and say, okay, if you give, if you give up your rights to the children, right, I will go ahead and take away the child support, the hospital fees, all that stuff that you owe me. You could have done that, and he probably would have still signed. Mary, you didn't have to do that. You really didn't. And if I were her, I would not have done it for nobody.
And I honestly feel like, I feel like the quickest and the easiest thing for them to do was to divorce Mary. They didn't think, okay, maybe this would be a lot for Mary. This is my first wife, Robin. I'm not going to do that to her.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? This is our union. She's the one who even got us this whole big family.
Yes.
We have to look for other avenues.
Yes.
I'm sure the only avenue is not just to be legally married. There are many more other avenues. We are married spiritually, and that's fine.
Anyway, exactly.
So I felt like they just took the easiest route, and that was to walk all over Mary. And
it was an excuse.
Yeah.
I think it was an excuse. I actually think it was an excuse because Cody does not like the fact that he is married to Mary. Because guess what? He's not involved in any kind of intimacy with Mary at all.
Yeah.
At all. She's not like a wife to him.
No.
She's just an extra body that's there. Really. And she's that person where he can just go, who listens to him, who agrees with whatever he says. Remember, he says that, what's her name? The therapist. He said that one of the therapists, the past one, validates him. That's Mary, but he needs that. And then Nancy holds him accountability. That's maybe Robin and Christine. But he shoots down Christine every time.
Yeah, but not Robin.
Yeah, and Robin, she kind of sort of does accountability depending on who around.
Yeah, who it is.
Yeah, so I mean, he needs a lot of validation, Cody. That's why he goes seeking friends who don't like him, because he just needs a lot of validation, and that's what he gets from Mary. That's what he gets from Mary.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was it for episode 1, season 9.
Yeah. But it's Mary.
And Alma.
Leave us a like,
Subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below.
Bye.